Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bishop Sports Show. I'm your host, Matt Bishop, and welcome to another episode of Bishop Sports Show. Today is April 28th, 2026, and I'm joined by co host Matt and co host James. How are you both doing today?
I'm good. It's a Tuesday.
That is
It's the Sixers are
true.
playing right now, and I definitely don't have that up on my phone.
Mm,
The fuck is
It is a Tuesday.
it? It's a baby ladybug. They keep getting in the house. I don't know where they're coming from.
Matt got distracted instantly,
There's an
actually.
infestation in this house.
They just keep coming out of places. I don't know where they're coming from. There is a hole in the floor in the corner, so maybe they're coming from there.
That might do it.
That might do it. But
We
anyways,
don't have as much time as we think, gentlemen.
this is our draft recap episode, guys. So yeah, we use the same algorithm as we did last year, and don't have to sugarcoat it. I did win again, so yay, good for me.
It
Rigged.
was had a little bit of nuance. Last year everybody was hovering around 2.8 except for me. I was at like 2.7. Bishop won by like 100th that he beat James. This year Bishop got 2.94. I got 2.82, which would have been pretty much on par with last year. And James was on par with me with it of last year with 2.72.
Hell
So
yeah.
yeah, it basically just to if we're not gonna review it, I will put some use to the fact that I put time into this.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Me and James both got more like perfect picks essentially. Bishop was just solid throughout, and that got him the thing. I was wrong on Bane. James was wrong on Bailey. I missed a couple big guys at the end, and everyone was wrong on McCoy. So that
Who ended up falling to the
yeah.
fourth, by the way, which is crazy work. I guess that
Yeah.
makes
Yeah,
sense though when you look back on it because you have a really deep cornerback draft, and he's the injured cornerback.
it can be as deep as you want for a first round pick or first round talent rather to fall to the fourth. That knee has got to be held together by like paper
I was
mache.
about to say, listen, we
It's
don't know the
possible.
medicals. We have no idea what the medicals look like for this guy. If he ran failed that far, then it can't look. He's got to be
Yeah,
out for this year.
it was was it the fourth round or the fifth
Fourth,
round?
top of
Fourth,
the
the
fourth.
first pick of the fourth
It was the
round.
first round of one of them. Yeah,
Yeah, top of the
Yeah.
fourth. Because I looked when I was doing research. I was like, I don't remember where he got picked, so let's.
Right.
let's find out.
Yeah, but yeah, Ruben Bain falling is kind of crazy. He fell all the way to 15 to Tampa, which honestly, I'm not too bad for Tampa. I think that's really good for them. They needed an edge
That's a
rusher.
perfect fit for Tampa.
And Todd Bowles is
Perfect
probably
fit.
gonna be there to develop him. And you can say what you will about his coaching style. He's a defensive guy at least, so there's that.
Yeah.
Temple alumnus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yes,
that's
sir.
about. He's one of the few we have left
Yeah,
in
for
the.
sure.
Yeah.
And I will say
Mm.
one of the winners because this is the. I just thought about this. The
Okay.
Green Bay Packers. You know why, Matt? Do you want to guess why it's the Packers?
Because it's your favorite team.
Corner.
No, because they drafted a kicker.
Oh, a kicker.
They got
Oh,
a
yeah,
kicker.
Florida legend Trace.
I saw that. Yeah, Trey Smack. I figured it was because of Brandon Cease.
Look, I
taking
love
him
Brandon Cease. That was great. I was working when that pick happened. I was like, this is the greatest day ever. Fantastic. But the kicker,
Right.
I was so happy about the kicker. I
You
was.
froze. That's just me.
Oh, did I?
Sorry. I froze. Your
Oh.
stuff froze, and I thought it was you. No, it was just me. I think I'm the problem. I
Ah.
can't tell. I can only see James's like loaf.
The almighty low.
The almighty loaf.
Oh my. But yeah, the kicker was what I was excited about. But and on a serious note, the Packers did have a pretty good draft. Not the best draft. I think we can kind of discuss who we think had the best draft. But
Okay.
yeah. What do I guess we can jump right into that. Who wants to go
Alright.
first?
Start us off.
I mean, I think. I have a few teams here. I have the Giants, the Browns. I like the Chiefs draft, but it might have to be the Browns. And that's because they didn't try to do anything crazy. Like, they got everything they needed. They knew they weren't going to contend this year. And are like, we'll just get better in the places we need to get better in. I thought about picking the Giants for a second, and my mind probably will change by the end of this episode to the Giants because they had a pretty good one. But what killed me with the Giants is that I don't think they had a second or a third. I know they didn't have a second. So I don't think they had a third though either. If anyone wants to take a peek.
I can take a look for you. I was letting you roll, but they both
Mm.
had a second and a third.
Oh,
So
then I'm
uh,
blind. I'm really
Yeah,
blind.
the Giants picked Colton Hood with their second
Because
yeah,
round pick.
here's what happened. When I was doing research, I had it on my phone because the NFL posted the whole draft, and I'm looking. I'm like, where are the Giants here? They're not here.
You must not have researched too hard then.
It was about 40 minutes worth of research.
Oh,
oh
fucking waste of
dear.
time.
Oh no.
Oh man, Jesus. Okay, yeah. I mean, I can say because mine's pretty easy because you already mentioned them. I think the Giants had the best
Yeah, they had.
draft. I think
Yeah.
Alvaro Reese was my second overall pick, and unlike Matt, I
Right.
thought that he was going to go there, or sorry, that he should have gone there. And then they got the best tackle in the draft, in my opinion, in Malagoa, and then Colton Hood, who I had a first round grade on
Right.
in the second. I don't know enough about the draft to go to anything past that. So it's you know what? At that point, they've done well. I mean, I can look at it now. They got a receiver. I don't know who Malachi Fields is, but if he was on that
Hmm.
Notre Dame squad from a couple of years ago, yeah, fair enough. And then they
Right.
got uh, I don't know any of these guys. I won't pretend to. We'll just keep going. Good job.
James, who do you got?
Honestly, I think the entirety of the NFC East had a pretty damn good draft.
Oh, we disagree. I disagree with you about the Eagles, but we'll get to that
Okay.
later.
All right, that's fine.
I think
But
the Eagles had a good draft.
I hate their. Well, I don't hate the lemon pick, but I really don't like the Eli Stowers pick.
okay, well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Commanders had Sonny Styles land into their lap. That was great pick by them. Both Dallas and the Giants both had 2 first-round picks, so obviously it's easy to win the first round when you have 2 selections there.
Mhm. Although I will argue that Dallas took a random at 23.
Malachi Lawrence.
I'm still not quite
Yeah,
sure who he
I
is.
don't understand that. TJ Parker was there. I
Yeah.
think what's his face? Akeem Messidor was there too.
Well,
No?
no, Messidor was taken right before
Right
Dallas was
before?
picked.
Okay. They were
So
probably
maybe they
eyeing
were targeting
Messidor.
him.
They were probably but like TJ Parker was still there. He even went to Buffalo, which I it's funny, Matt. I mocked him going to Buffalo, no?
Who did you mock to Buffalo?
TJ Parker?
You did. Did he get taken the next
The
round?
second
Yeah,
round by
second round.
Oh,
Buffalo.
great. What did you get for that pick? You got a 2, so that's fine. I feel like that's fair.
Yeah, it was just
But
really funny
yeah,
when I saw that.
that is very
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, they traded back and took him anyway, so I mean,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was funny.
I mean, I
Let's
understand
only
that
count some
they
horseshoes
had
and
an
hand
edge,
grenades.
but
We were not close to you, so it doesn't matter. It just anyway, I'm sorry, James. Continue.
no, you're good. I mean, I understand the need for an edge, but I did feel like they reached a little bit for Malachi Lawrence, even though I like him. It's just I think you could have gotten him later, but yeah.
Absolutely.
I will also say that my town hall just upgraded, and the Sixers are
Nice.
up by 6.
Congrats.
The
So
Sixers are winning.
yeah, by 10. It's 10 to
Hey.
4.
You know,
Insane.
I was playing NBA 2K and they kicked my butt. I don't know why because they had nothing. I had John Stockton and
Well,
they just beat us.
oh, you're talking about I was gonna say, you're talking about like the actual team. I was gonna say if
No.
injuries weren't a thing or, or drug suspensions, this team
Drug
would be much
suspension.
better.
Oh no.
So anyway, continue.
Oh boy.
Yeah. One. Wait, right, and we're back. As you were, James.
Um, I I just remember saying that
You were
I
talking
thought the
about
NFC I
yeah.
thought the NFC East as a whole had a pretty good draft. I think the Commanders didn't have a lot of picks because of the Laramie Tunsil trade they made last year, but
Not a good trade.
um, I I understand the need, but he's what 32. Like I don't know how much longer he plans on playing, but I understand wanting to get the O line set for Daniels. But it's gonna limit what you can do in this draft, and considering it wasn't top of the line draft, I under it's probably better for them in that case, but yeah.
Matt, is that a dinner chair?
No, it's not. It's just
Okay.
a chair that we had. It's not like it doesn't have a good bottom. It's got like a wicker
Ah.
basket. Like
Well, I like
See,
it.
I'm cool with that. That's good. That's the only chair that nobody wanted. Like I left
Oh,
in my room after I moved out. So
fair enough. Matt is back home, so we have the retro background
true.
today.
Yeah, I'm here for Flyers, and by the looks of it, maybe a Sixers playoff game that I might attend. So
Word.
What would that be? Friday?
Thursday.
Sweet.
I don't think they do both
Yeah.
on. Oh wait, today's Tuesday. Oh boy.
Today
Oh
is
boy.
Tuesday.
Anyway, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Matt, you already talked about who you're big. No, you didn't. Oh, you did. You said
I
the
said
Giants.
Giants. Yeah.
All right, we'll
Yeah.
go into losers then. I have two, and
Okay.
I think Matt probably knows where I'm going with this. Well, the first one's the Cardinals, but the second one is Philly, and not based on their
Mhm.
back half. I like their back half. I just don't like trading up for Makai Lemon, and I don't like Eli Stowers.
Okay.
It just
So here's what I'll say. I think I'm not the biggest fan of Star Wars either. I think I said that, but I don't think. What is your? I'm gonna challenge you on this to ask you to explain yourself. Why don't you like Lemon?
because even if the Eagles traded away AJ Brown, you just traded for Dontavian Wicks, wasting a first round pick and a second round pick because you had to trade up to go get right. You traded a second for him, or what you trade for him?
We
Oh, it
traded
was
two
like
fourths.
Fourth. All right.
yeah, two
So you move
fourths.
your
Yeah.
fourth to move up what like two picks to go get a wide receiver, which
Right.
I don't know if that's really Philly's biggest need, especially because there were some other edges that you could have drafted, not that you needed an edge. Um, but I think there were better things you could have went that weren't Makai Lemon.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go point by point.
Matt, you
For
go first.
starters, yeah, for starters to say like I'm not sure if they should have traded up. To be fair, they moved up 3 picks, and they
Right.
got a
Mhm.
guy who's falling, who had top 15 value.
Correct.
Regardless of what, like I mocked him at 12. I think everybody else had him around that spot, if not earlier.
Right.
It makes this that was a good move to get somebody who was falling to get good value. Whether he's good or not is yet to be seen.
Of
They
course.
didn't give up too much to go get him. They gave up what you said was 2/4. Are they next year's or
Yes.
this year's?
This
One
year.
was this year, yeah, at
This year's.
least.
Okay, yeah. Which I think we got in like a Michael Carter trade, or not Michael Carter, rather John Mechie. It was something random.
Some random man.
Um, yeah. But I think that makes it so that that first round pick is like, all right, well, the move up isn't terrible. To say we didn't get an edge, the next day we
Well,
traded for Greenard.
you did get an edge. But I'm just
Oh, that was which is better than anything we would have found at that point. Um, I would say, what was the next point you made?
um what was the next point I made? That you traded for Wicks, so it didn't really make sense to go get
Oh, Wicks, yeah.
another.
I agree that Wicks never made sense to begin with, but
Right,
I
I
still
don't think
don't
you
think
should be
he's
trading for
good.
Wicks.
Yeah, I still don't think he's good enough to be a top 2 receiver on a like championship team. No offense. And
He wasn't a
it's
top
well,
two
he wasn't
receiver
yours
on our
too,
team
right? Yeah, exactly.
either.
Yeah, he wasn't. It didn't really make much sense. We're still only paying what was well, not only it was like was it it's 16 mil or whatever it
Yeah,
was it
it's
ended up
something
being,
like that.
which is not great, but I don't know. I guess we had the money. I think we're really just trying to find stuff to do with that until we re-sign more
Just
guys.
start throwing money
Until
at
we
the wall.
re-sign the. I mean, we're just like we have to hold it over. Um, I would say calling them the losers
They weren't the
of
biggest
the
loser.
draft. It's
I
calling them a loser of the
Oh,
draft
okay.
is a bit sensationalist. I would say you don't have to love it and call them winners because I definitely wouldn't call them winners in this because I agree that if we don't move AJ Brown, this is kind of
You have a
not
lot of
awful.
wide receivers if you don't move
It's
AJ
just a
Brown.
bit confusing. It's just a bit like, okay, well, why at that point?
I think your
But
wide receiver room would be like what would it be at like five
yeah,
or six?
I know James has got things to say, so I'll let him
I
go.
have
Yeah.
so much to say
But
right
before you
now.
go, James, I think the
Yeah.
Cole Payton pick was weird too. I think you probably could have waited to pick a quarterback if you really wanted.
I think
Fair.
picking quarterbacks in the fifth, I think, or it's all
Yeah, it
bets
was
are
a
off.
fifth. It
But
didn't.
like
Yeah,
it's
whatever. But
a fifth round
weird
grade,
pick.
the seventh round grade mean the same thing to me.
All right,
So
Right.
it doesn't
All right,
matter.
James. We'll let you go for the next 20 minutes.
No, it's not going to be that long. I just this is just neutral observation, but I believe the Eagles are always going to be heavy offense in this draft. The last 3 drafts since 2023 has been, I think, the first 3 picks has all been defense, other than I think Tyler Steen in the third round of 2023. That was the last time they took an offensive player in the first 3 rounds. So 2024 was Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, and Jalex Hunt. 2025 was Jahad Campbell and Andrew Makuba in the first 2 rounds. So they needed to switch over to the offense because all of the contracts are going to the defense, and the offense is getting older. So it was always going to be an offensive heavy draft. I think their main target in this draft was Caden Proctor. However, I don't think they anticipated him going to the Dolphins at 11. So after that, you have to pivot and be like, okay, now maybe you like Monroe Freeling. Well, Monroe Freeling went to the Panthers that pick before you traded to Dallas. So at that point, I guess they were just looking at, let's say, the top 15 players on their board or who they had a first round pick, um, on, and Makai Lemon was maybe the last person they had. So they're like, okay, let's try to get the last person on our board, and that's what they did. With Eli Stowers, I mean, we have a long track record of drafting our tight end successors in the second round with Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert. So it makes sense there. Markel Bell, I mean, he's a developmental tackle prospect, but he's like 6'9".
Huge.
I
Yeah,
do like
he's
Markel
bigger than
Bell.
Wylata. And I think the Eagles really liked him because of those intangibles that you just can't teach, and they took a flyer on him. I'm a really big fan of the Grenard trade. I think that's a home run because because the edge market is only getting more expensive, and we don't have that premier pass rush guy. So and we only paid him. I think the contract was 4 years, 100 million, but it's only 50 million guaranteed. Like
It
that's
was a
basically a
really
2-year
good
deal.
deal.
That's a
Yeah.
2-year deal for, I think, a very underrated pass rusher because he was hurt last
Mhm.
season and he only had 3 sacks. And I think, and the Vikings, what did they have, an interim GM, who, in my opinion, did a really bad job in this draft. But
That
holy
man, that
shit!
man should get fired. That man's not even
But
hired, and he should get fired.
yeah, and the Vikings,
Oh, wait,
the
hold on.
Vikings just
Sorry, wait. No,
no,
continue.
the Vikings, they didn't want to trade Grenard, but they just didn't have the money. My question is, who the fuck else are they paying that they don't have the money to give this guy a fair
They're
deal?
who, the Vikings?
Justin
Yes.
Jefferson,
They're
probably.
still paying the ghost of Kirk Cousins.
Well,
Oh
they didn't
my, I guess
trade him. They didn't
so.
cut him either. I think they just let him
No,
walk.
no,
No.
they let him
Yeah,
walk.
but like it's
Here's what
$25 million
I
a
want to
year for
say as
Grenard.
well. I like Caleb Banks. I'm
Okay.
just saying. I think Caleb Banks was good enough to pick at pick 18. It's like the one
Okay.
of the guys I saw in the late first round that I was like, I thought he was good.
Right.
I've also done not even marginally, significantly less research than everyone in this call. So I
Mhm.
can't even I'm the worst
No,
person
your
to believe
opinion's
in
still
you.
valid. It doesn't matter.
No, this is an uninformed opinion. I'm telling you what this is.
Okay.
Also, additionally, the Sixers are losing again, so that
Damn.
tells you
Of
about
course.
where I put my hopes on.
Look,
So continue.
Sure.
I apologize.
Okay. I was talking about Grenard, but I mean, the Eagles were trying to re-sign Jalen Phillips, obviously, but they just could not afford to pay him $30 million a year for his um injury history, and it's a lot of money because you just paid Davis, you're probably going to pay Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, and then you got so many contracts to handle, so they just
You're
could
not paying
not.
both. Let it go. One of them's
I
gone.
I think they'll make it happen, but
Bishop, back me up. One of them's gone.
oh, who?
let me be
Oh, yeah,
delusional.
absolutely.
But
There is
yeah,
no chance, mind you, no chance that all 3 of them stay. It's just not gonna happen.
One of the
um
two has got to go.
that's another topic for another time. Anyway, but yeah, they lost Jalen Phillips. They get a third round pick next year. You get a comp pick for him next year. I don't know if they traded the comp pick next year. I'm assuming it's the Eagles' third round pick next year that they traded for Grenard. But you're
I don't know,
getting
honestly.
$25 million a year for a more developed guy. Um, and he's cheaper in the long run, and you don't have to pay. What Phillips was $80 million guaranteed. Grenard's 50. So I mean, I think it worked out.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a 4-year deal. So
Yeah, it's a third
Sure.
this year and a third next year, but we do
Alright.
have to move on. Bishop, keep going.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yes. Oh boy. Yes. All right. So yeah.
Did
the
you just zone out for all of that? This is your
Sorry.
show. You need to pay
Sorry.
attention.
the
You need to
Cardinals.
pay attention.
Sorry.
Gosh. No, it's not. No, I'm not. No, James. Fair enough. This is like our team. We get the time, but I listened to the whole thing, and this I don't even work here. You need to pay attention.
Where's our fair wage?
James is still waiting on that wage.
Oh man. Okay. All right, Bishop. Keep going. You said love.
Yeah, Arizona Cardinals. Listen, they could have done anything, anything else. That you know how many holes are on that team. There are, dude.
Yes.
They're oh my god. They were talking about trading this pick for the whole day on Thursday when we recorded our episode Thursday. We literally, me and James were talking about it when we did that segment, that they were looking to trade that pick, and they probably should trade that pick, and then they picked Jeremiah Love anyway. And it's like, you have Tyler Algier, James Conner, and Jeremiah Love. What are you doing with these people? Like, what are you doing with Tyler Algier and James Conner? Like, you could have traded back, you could have filled so many more holes, and then still been bad, because that team is garbage. Absolute garbage.
I mean, I'll put it in the simplest terms. They took a running back, third overall, a guard at the top of the second round, and Carson Beck. Like, it's just they didn't get better. Like, it's
No, of
James. You
course
know
not.
quarterbacks, but you know this draft better than me. Who?
Right.
What was Beck the third best quarterback? Because I think that's what he was picked as.
He was picked there.
Probably.
Probably. It's not like
I think so.
Nussmeier.
No, well, Nussmeier was taken by the Chiefs in the 7th round.
Or
So
who was
Drew
the order it
Aller, I
went
think,
was,
went to
yeah,
Pittsburgh.
Drew Aller. Yeah.
Oh, did you see the highs?
Drew
Rutgers
Aller was
quarterback
Steelers.
got taken? There was a Rutgers
No
quarterback in
shot,
that draft,
really?
and he
Oh,
got
yeah.
selected.
Yeah, the Commanders
What
took him
the-
in like the 7th round.
Hey, he's gonna be the future of Washington.
Bishop, at some point after this call, I want you to look up his name and pronounce it for me. I know James knows the name, so he knows what I'm talking
Oh
about.
no, that's gonna be the outtake. After
I'm not
the
that
end.
artistically intertwined with the draft.
Bishop, I'll let you know. I couldn't get it,
Oh,
so best of luck to you,
jeez.
man. It's
I could probably
Oh,
pronounce it.
Oh
Anyway.
no.
I'm glad.
10 years of
that
speech
one of us
class.
can.
10 years of speech class, and it did nothing.
It did nothing for you. It did. Oh, you better go get your money back, brother.
It was public school.
Hey,
no.
I don't. You need reparations on that. That's gotta be. You need some kind of like
Hefty reparations.
of lawsuit, man.
Oh
gosh.
no.
Yeah.
Don't show the Brooklyn Nets shirt. They don't want.
Oh,
They don't
no,
need you
it's-
associated.
It's me. No, my neck. I'm like looking. I'm like, damn, I have like a giraffe neck right now.
Oh, because you're
Uh,
like falling over. Me too.
yeah.
I sit at a desk all day for a living now. I just start falling forward. But
Fun.
either way, continue.
Yeah. So So the Cardinals are just they deserve all the pain and suffering. Like,
Yeah,
it
that
just
could possibly.
I like the Cardinals so much, and they have cool helmets. I like the helmet. The jerseys, They got rid of the Arizona across the front. It would be nice. And it's just like every time they just keep imploding. It's so sad.
Yeah. May I chime in?
Of course.
Yeah, I want to hear your
Um,
winners.
I'm gonna speak on the Cardinals first. I also have them as losers, obviously. Just because how much are they paying Jeremiah Love?
Oh, 50 mil total over 4
That's
years. He's the
quite
most highest paid
quickly.
running back.
They're doing what?
Listen,
Yeah,
look,
50 million over 4 years. He's not the highest AAV, but he's the highest total value. Him and Travis Etienne.
They're
Oh
doing
my Lord.
what?
Yeah, it's
yeah. I'm like, it's just
Fire
not
everybody.
good
Get rid of
management.
everybody.
Right. It's like, look, I get it. He's a blue chip player in this draft. Like, I get he's best player available, sure, but like,
There's an
Cardinals are
argument
not
to
the
be
type
made.
of
He
team-
probably might not have been at that moment.
They're not. They're just not the team to support a running back like that.
They already had
right now.
two.
Yeah. And then Matt already knows how much I like Chase Basantis. So I think that's a good pick, but it's and then Carson Beck in the third. Like, I just
Oh my
come on,
God.
man. Come on,
How
brother.
when do you think he sees the field? Who is their quarterback right now that's not
Jacoby
Carson
Brissett.
Beck?
Jacoby
It's
Brissett.
Jacoby. Oh, he won't see the field. Brissett's so much better.
I know.
There's no way.
Don't worry,
I'm
Michael
sorry.
LaFleur got it, guys.
He's like a fifth-year quarterback. He's
He's
just
older than probably
Then probably
Cam
Ward
Ward,
and
yeah.
Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
Shedeur Sanders would have gotten picked higher in this draft than Carson Beck would have.
Shedeur Sanders
100%.
probably would have went like in this draft. He probably would have went
Well,
second to the
yeah.
Jets.
If he was good enough, yeah. I don't know if he had the extra year or not, but yeah, I think it would have
Yeah.
been. That's actually something crazy to think about. Because Dante Moore is going to be the first overall next year.
Or Arch.
Probably.
It depends what Arch does. If Arch has a really good year, he might jump.
I'm not an Arch believer.
You're not
but
Arch
yeah.
believer? We'll see what happens. I know
No.
people love him already.
He looks bad in every game that I watch.
Yeah.
And play.
Is this
He looks
his?
bad.
Is he going into his 4th year of college?
I'm pretty sure.
Because I know
he could have
every
gone to this. I
yeah,
think.
all Mannings have gone 4 years, which is really
Well, I know
weird.
he was like a.
He could have went this year. He could have went this year. So he
What
was a junior.
The Texas? He started at Ohio State, went to Texas, got drafted by Miami, drafted in the 7th. Quinn Ewers. He was like the Quinn Ewers
Okay.
backup last year. And then this year he just looked bad in his first game that I saw, and then I think he rebounded, but
A little bit.
I don't. think
He's kind of
he
on and
looked-
off.
He looks. I'm not sold. is
He
what I'll say.
looks to me like he could possibly been better, better for the Rams
Also,
than Ty
not to
Simpson.
cut you off, Embiid's 1 for 7, 0 for 4 from 3 at the end of the first. I
Bench
just
that
need
man.
to-
Get
Yeah.
Dikembe.
no.
Get Moses Malone's decaying corpse out there.
Is Moses Malone dead? I actually don't.
I
know.
don't know, but he's
It's-
old.
You just damned him to eternal. Okay, he died in 2015. Okay, yeah. Okay. There you
But
go.
yeah, so Arch Manning seems like something the Rams probably could have done next year if they didn't pick Ty Simpson this year.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, that's another thing we have to talk about. You wanna transition
Yep.
that way.
Of course, I don't
I am
hate it.
appalled that Bishop does not have the Rams as losers in this draft.
I don't hate it.
yeah.
I really don't hate
Having
the
the
pick.
Eagles as losers, not the Rams. I dislike the
Right.
pick. That's a reach for Ty Simpson.
I
It's like irregardless of like whether it makes sense, like well he could replace
Matthew
oh my
Stafford.
God, Matthew Stafford. Like I said, brains off. It's but it's I'll defend the Packers here, which I won't do often here on the record. But Love was in the 20s of the first, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that wasn't as big of a reach as this was.
No.
I get taking somebody there, but the next guys to go after Ty Simpson were the Penn State interior lineman that I've already figured out how to pronounce his name, Ruben Bain, Vega. Yeah, Vega.
Yes.
What's his last name? Ione.
Ione.
Bain, Sadiq, Blake Miller, whatever. Banks, I'm the only one that's in on him. Freeling, Lemon. Like there's so many people that could have helped them that and they're going to compete for a championship. We saw it with Eman Wari with the Seahawks. It's just I don't quite understand what they were like. They do know they're in it now. Right? They were in what was essentially the Super Bowl.
Well,
last
you know
year,
what's
if we're
funny,
being
Matt?
entirely honest.
Jordan Love was picked the same year the Packers went to the NFC title game. Like they were a contender.
Yeah, but this team, I'm way more. I remember being.
Oh yeah,
kinda out.
I'm
Wait,
not.
No, yeah, because
Yeah,
it was
it was right after the Niners. It's right after
Did
the
they
Niners.
not? Well, didn't they pick him like 24?
Yeah, they traded up. Packers traded up.
Okay, got it. That's what it was then.
Yep.
Well, either way, it's I don't love this because I don't think I just think the Rams have a better shot. I don't think Stafford is necessarily as much on the decline as people are making him, or as this pick makes him out to be.
I thought you were about to say
What?
something crazy. I thought you were about to say on the
What do you think I was
decline
gonna
as
say?
Rodgers was when Love was picked. I'm like, whoa. Because I'm pretty sure
No.
Aaron Rodgers won 2 MVPs.
He got the MVP. I don't know. I have more belief in the Rams than I did the Packers at the time, and maybe it's
Thank
because I
you.
was friends with you. But it was.
I'll be honest, Matt. I don't think as long as I've known like people, and as long as I've been kind of talking sports, nobody ever has believed in the Packers.
since we were about 8.
Yeah.
That's the last time. I don't know. I mean, I had him in my Super Bowl last year. I don't know if you remember that at the beginning of the year.
If they didn't
And-
get so injured, that take actually probably would have aged so well.
Yeah, I know. Well, I had them versus the Bills, so maybe not. But it was, but it was, I don't know, man. I think they could have done so much more with that it just didn't make a
Correct.
ton of sense
Yeah, I
to
mean
me.
they probably could have
And then
moved
they took
back, honestly.
tight end in the second round where they did have Parkinson, which
They
is
did pick
fine.
wow. Yeah.
I was gonna
It's
add to that.
Yeah. I mean maybe
yeah, you
they
wanna go with that, James,
maybe
run
they
off
get
of
rid of
my point?
Parkinson.
Because look, the Rams are in a win now window. We don't know how much longer Stafford's playing, and that's why I had Mekhi Lemon going to the Rams. He would instantly improve that receiving room. I'm not going to fault them for, planning for the future and everything. But if you lose in like the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl,
You
you're
will be
always going to
clown.
be kicking yourself,
I will
saying,
say.
"Hey, maybe if I took."
I will say, if you do lose in the NFC title game, you will get clowned on because that's exactly what happened to the Packers the year later.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm trying to draw a parallel there. But
Yeah, and I will say, like, I don't think Ty Simpson's as good as Jordan Love was when he got picked. I don't know if that's
Jordan.
just
So
maybe
coming
revisionist
out of
I can't
history.
college, Jordan Love was considered very turnover heavy and very raw.
Right, but I mean, I know
But
Ty
I
Simpson had
don't
a second
know
round
what
grade on
Ty.
him. I didn't
Yeah.
see that in him when I watched him play at Bama. I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
It's yeah.
I don't know, man.
right.
He seemed star-crossed with the Steelers to me, but I digress.
Yeah, I feel like he was gonna go there, then he just didn't. Now their quarterbacks are Will Howard, Mason Rudolph, and maybe Aaron Rodgers.
And Drew Aller.
Drew Aller, yeah.
Right. Yeah, but
Continue, James. I don't want to cut you off
yeah,
anymore.
no, yeah, you could make the argument that they should have gotten a weapon for this year, but they did that, and then in the second round they drafted Max Clare, which I mean, how many tight ends does the team have now? Like, it feels like they've drafted so many tight ends, and they have Kobe Parkinson, they have Terrence Ferguson that they drafted in
Do
the
they
third
still
round
have
last year.
Tyler Higbee?
Yeah, they still have Tyler Higbee. They just gave him a new deal. Now they have Max Clare. I'm like, how many tight ends does this team need?
They gotta be moving someone. They gotta be moving
You have
somebody.
Puka, who just came out of rehab. You have Devontae Adams, which I mean, he's still really good, but I mean, he's 33. It's like I don't know what's going. I feel like you would have benefited from a new young receiver, and they had the chance to do that, and they didn't. And then you have this. Not only that, you have the Seahawks, who just won the division, who just won the Super Bowl last year, who beat you in what was it, the NFC Championship game? Like, you need to compete with them if you guys want to win a Super Bowl. Like,
It's just very confusing. I
it
don't
is.
know.
Anyway,
Mm,
that's my thoughts on that.
All right,
But
so I have a question that you brought up, Devontae
sure.
Adams. Is he a Hall of Famer?
I'd have to look. I assume stats-wise he has to be, right? Who were the last couple to get in?
Modern Larry Fitz was the last one, but he's so unbelievably good. I mean, because I was thinking about this, and every time Devontae Adams gets brought up, because he is kind of entering that retirement age, like,
Mhm.
would he get in? And I don't know if he would, per se. Now, James,
I mean, if Isaac Bruce can get in and Andre Johnson can get in, I'm gonna say Devontae Adams can get in.
okay. Because as a
That's
Packers fan, I would love to see him get in. He was so fun to watch. I just don't know if he actually will. I remember one time Jordy Nelson was available for the Hall of Fame. Someone nominated him, and Vince was like, "Yeah, he'll get in." I'm like, "Vince, no, he won't." Like, Vince, he's definitely not.
Well, we know why Vince said that.
Yeah, we know why.
Vince said that. We know why.
Yeah.
But continue. That's yeah. I mean, I guess there's nothing else to say, Bishop. I'll let you move on with
Yeah,
your
I mean,
your plans.
that's kind of all I really had. I feel like that was.
For today, can we just riff for like 10 minutes? Is this the time we have?
Yeah,
Okay.
we got time.
All right, well, let's start with the Sixers are down 9. That's all I have to
Oof.
say.
They had a good life.
Roughly.
I'm not going to game 6.
Yeah.
So it's but yeah, I mean, it's as far as what's something we could talk about? We could talk about Rossini more.
We could.
Oh,
That's.
did you see the news today?
The Spotify account? Oh my
Um,
god.
the Spotify, yeah, it's getting
Yeah.
ridiculous. I don't care about a Spotify account. You're not gonna shock me any more than you already have. Although
Right.
I will say is that if your significant other starts making playlists for other people, I would
Pack it
I
up.
would yeah, I wouldn't pack it up, but I would start, like, knowing what you would pack. I think I would I
Mhm.
think I would start to get ready. I would have my belongings in order. I would
Yeah.
I would maybe start, downloading Zillow. But,
Yeah.
I don't know, we could talk about Rogers, James, if you wanna do
Yeah, that
your
was pretty interesting to look at.
your Woj
I
bomb.
wonder why they put that tag on him or whatever it was, restriction.
I didn't
Right.
quite understand it because, like I said, like, I was at work, I couldn't look at it too much.
So pretty much he
What
can
did it
either
mean?
go there or he's done.
He just leaves
That
the sport?
yeah, like it's my understanding the Steelers have a right to match any contract that he is given or will
Does
plan
that
to
not
accept.
it does that not put you right into how these negotiations have been with him? Is that they literally can't get him in a room, so they just say, "You sign with us or you leave, and we don't care."
Yeah, they pretty much
Like, it's
backed him
at
into
this
a
point.
corner,
Yeah.
which is not something I
I
would
mean
want to do if I was the Steelers because Aaron Rodgers is very like he's not irrational, but he's definitely like he wants everything on his terms. Like he's not going to be like, "Oh, I guess I have no choice."
well, but that's what they're doing though, is that they're saying, "You don't have like, you don't wanna come to the table with us, fine, we're not gonna keep trying to sign you, but if you sign somewhere else, we can take you." And that puts the ball entirely in their court. It's like, "You wanna test the open market instead of going to us," which I have to assume is what's happening here, "then you can enjoy trying to find that open market, and we're just gonna give you what we want, when we want, and
You
we
know
don't
what
care."
would be so unrealistically funny, but I would love to happen. So, I've been pushing for Aaron Rodgers to come back for 1 year for the Packers, just to be a backup. It'd be really funny if the Packers were like, "Hey, here is something, just whatever. Just we want him for a year." It's so unrealistically funny though.
It's not like, you can't have it. Like,
No.
it would ruin your window. Like, genuinely, it would ruin it.
Oh,
There's
absolutely.
no
I,
better
I
that
mean,
would absolutely
he
like,
would
he is
be
that much
he
gravity.
he would just kind of like yeah. There'd be a lot of media circus around it. It'd be kind of funny, but I still think there's a chance that he comes back in some capacity, either after retirement or before retirement. I don't think that's too far off. Say,
I don't know. I just think he's a little bit of a nut job at this
well,
point.
he's
I
CTE.
yeah, I wouldn't wanna be anywhere near him.
Have you
That's what I
look?
would
I love
say.
Aaron Rodgers, but have you watched that documentary?
Which one?
There's a Netflix documentary on him.
I have not watched him, though.
It's for the best. It's something.
Hmm, I see, I see.
Yeah, it was a
I
little
guess the
weird.
next thing is, I mean, we could keep going here.
Oh, Matt,
We
look
got
look at what I sent you. About the draft lottery, the NBA.
Oh, we could do a little NBA segment. I'm
Yeah,
so
look
sorry,
look
James.
at what.
Oh, I read this.
Yes.
Here's okay, so it's what? So it's all right. So it's 14 to 16 teams. Teams that did not qualify for the playoffs are playing, but stay out of the relegation zone. Spots 4 through 10 would receive 3 lottery balls each. Teams with the bottom 3 record would have just two. Oh, okay. But have a floor of the 12th pick.
So that's
Have a
where they could.
floor of the
So
12th
that
pick.
yeah, that's where
So
they
they
could
can't go
fall
below
to.
12.
Yeah. So imagine the
That's
draft lottery of like the '80s where you could kind of just because it's all flat odds, but
right.
you can't go all you like the worst team can't jump can go all the way to like
I
16.
think that's too extreme because I think you're gonna get to a point where because no one wants to be in the bottom 3, it's that just those bottom 3 teams just generally are the worst teams, and they just genuinely do need help, and they're stuck there forever. I sit with what I thought would what I stand by is that if you are in, let's say, the top 4, because that's the lottery, like, that's
Yeah,
the 4
the jump in.
right, those that you can pick, right? Um I think if you're in the top 4 in, like, let's say 2025, you can't be in 2026. You go to the highest
Yeah.
non-top 4 pick. I think that's the easiest way to do it, is that, like, it's I was listening to something earlier today, and it was I think it's very interesting. It's that we complain so much about tanking and everyone has to sit down at the table to talk about it. But God forbid, the moment we say, oh, let's flatten the odds among all the lottery teams, oh, well, now we have to worry about the small market teams. You can't have both. You need to pick one. There's no middle ground that I can see.
Right.
I
Which
think the
it
only middle ground is that.
right.
The block out the top four. I think that's the only way.
Yeah, I like that. I don't mind what they did. It's definitely better than what they were proposing. Thank God they changed what they were proposing because that was stupid.
Mhm.
This kind of thing, like the relegation zone, it's kind of like the NHL draft lottery, but not the entirely the same thing.
Where they can only move. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's also it's good because that means like yeah, you might be really bad, but like the Wizards, for example, or the Jazz, like they go get Jaren Jackson Jr. and it's like you have Laurie Markkinen, Jaren Jackson Jr., Keontae George, Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey, I don't know how he's done this year, but you have a decent core there. How is it that you are still a bottom five team? Like you can't even get to like sixth or
Dang.
seventh, like like no, not in the conference, but like oh no 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 no.
James, did you hear it?
No.
Good,
He's
good.
just
That's
gonna
for the best for all of you.
miss it.
Um,
James, that was the one part of the basketball segment you would have liked.
yeah.
Oh.
Like what?
Anyway,
Yeah,
we'll go
what?
back to talking about football. That's fine.
I'm just
Damn
saying,
it.
like there was like someone has to be investigated over there.
I don't. Last thing I'll say, I don't care about tanking because I don't think there's a solution to it. So I think it's just a necessary evil. I
I
don't really
mean,
care at that.
the NFL does it pretty well, but the NBA it's kind of easy to do it.
I mean, the NFL does it too, frankly.
Yeah, they
Like,
do. The Raiders, the Brown, or I wouldn't say the Browns might just be that bad.
the the Eagles
The
did it.
Eagles did it. The Eagles did it. They probably should have got investigated for that. They really probably should
Well, I think they only didn't because Doug got fired.
have. Jeffrey Lurie was like, yeah, you gotta go, buddy."
You gotta go. But
Just
yeah,
puts his
no,
hand on his shoulder, be like,
yeah,
"It's
it's like
time to
the
go."
meme. Yeah. James, do you have anything you want to talk about?
You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. Oh, are we gonna talk about um Uar Bernard, the goat?
Uh,
Matt?
Oh my
I know who you're
God.
talking about. Yeah, the guy who didn't play. Has he played a snap of football?
No.
Cool.
He's
I
basically
mean,
defensive Jordan Mailata.
Oh my
I was gonna
God.
say Mailata also didn't play a snap. He played
No,
rugby though, at
correct.
least.
Defensive Jordan
Oh,
Mailata.
and he got picked over Diego Pavia. That's really
Oh my
funny.
God. Do you see he signed a 3-year deal?
Yeah.
A 3 year. You know what
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
he
crazy
signed a
thing is?
3-year
My
deal.
girlfriend texted me in the middle of this saying that he got signed. That was I was like, "What do
I
you
forget where
mean?"
he went, but he signed a 3-year
It was
deal.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Baltimore, yeah. Oh, he'll fit right in.
Don't fit right.
He'll fit right in.
Who was their first round pick, and did he have any charges this year?
Um, I don't know who
It
they
was
picked.
it was Vega. It was Vega. It was Vega. It was Vega.
Vega. Yeah.
I don't know. I hope he's doing all right. Oh
Well, not
gosh.
probably for not much longer.
They drafted a punter.
Oh my God.
Were there any kicker? I mean, this is literally just us riffing at this point. Bishop, feel free to cut it whenever you want, but
Yeah.
there was one kicker and two punters. Oh no, the Bills drafted another punter. Oh no. Oh
Oh
no.
no.
No, no, no. Both it was he's also from Florida. Shout out to Florida, I suppose.
I guess that's
Shout
where we're
out to
getting our
Florida.
special teams guys from.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I think that's a good place. Who was speaking? I heard somebody. Who...
Actually, go ahead.
James, what were you saying?
I won't say.
I was just looking at the picks throughout the draft and like looking at teams that I think did really well.
Is
I'm
that
upset that
it?
no long snappers got taken.
Who got taken?
No long snappers.
That's not shocking.
Yeah.
Sad. Sad, sad, sad.
Yes, it is. But I think that's a good place to leave this episode. So, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode of Bishop Sports Show. If you like us enough, please listening. Um, this is a segment where I beg for viewers.
Cry for help.
If you're still here,
Spare change, man.
spare change, man.
Anyway,
Jeez, oh, man.
I'll see you guys in the next episode.
So, Matt, I'm gonna deter a little bit. So, Matt likes the Caleb Banks pick, completely fine. But Dylan Thieneman then went to the Bears, which I think is a fucking great pick by the Bears, considering he was supposed to go to 18.
Fuck the Bears.
Okay. Anyway, to the Niners. What the fuck are you guys doing? Okay, so I getting another receiver. Devon Stribbing, that's a big reach in the beginning of round 2. And then they go in round 3. They get Kalen Black, who wasn't even supposed to be drafted, by the way. They also have Christian McCaffrey and Brian Robinson Jr. Other running backs. You do not need running backs. You need other positions. Like what are you guys like? Even like the media members for the Niners were like, they were in the press conference. They're like, a lot of your selections deviated from.
Yeah, I saw that.
What are you doing? I do think the Grayson Holton pick in round 4 was good for them, but like I feel like they did nothing with their first 3 picks. Like I will give them credit. In round 4, they got Ephesians Prysock. That is like the best name in this draft.
Oh my god, who?
Ephesians Prysock.
That sounds like somebody who would have written in the Bible.
He's a cornerback.
He has his own verses in the Bible.
At least
That
that's how I
sounds
think
like
you pronounce his
Corinthians.
name.
It's like
Ephesians Prysock. That's a legendary name. But
That's the Old
yeah, I
Testament.
did not like their draft at all. I do like the Panthers draft. I think that's a very underrated draft. I do like their selections. Raiders, I do like the Traden Stukes pick in the 2nd round. They got McCoy in the 4th round. Even if he never plays a snap for them, it's still definitely a risk taking him. Who was supposed to be a 1st round pick. And from what I see, I'm just gonna, before I go on more tangents, I'm gonna leave it at that.